All right, welcome to Miami's podcast. Today's guest is Robert Conde. He's the Khronos Group 305 director. Robert, thank you for being here on Miami's podcast. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do with the Khronos Group.
Hey, Brian, thank you for having me. My name is Robert. I'm the owner and director of the company settled in Miami. We're like a Cuban-born, family-based company, so we're all like kind of family here. It's like a small company. However, we discovered like there was a huge need in the local business for a person who was the last son in between whatever was going on in the city and whatever was going on at the city hall, which was like they were like looking in different directions. And the first thing we noticed is like there was a divorce between like what the actual population needed when it comes to construction, permitting. We're talking about like long processes, suffering, bureaucracy, and what we actually do, which is like soften the whole process to the people. So we had like I'm an architect by background. I came from Cuba. I became a general contractor here in US, and I started looking like at my clients suffering during the permitting process. They opted for doing things without a permit, which bring a bigger problem, which is like the legalization after the fact, which is like getting fines, just demolition letters, and there's a huge issue with the property owners here in Miami-Dade County, Broward, West Palm, and down south the Keys. So we kind of like say, hey, we need to do something about it because it's hard for the guys, it's hard for us, it's hard for the all the contractors, architects, engineers. So we kind of discovered this niche where we are like the middleman in between, like the people suffering and the people doing the bureaucracy work. So we're like pretty much that. We take care of inspections, permitting, after the fact permitting, legalization, whatever you want to call it, and just helping people with design. We have a team of architects, engineers, which we put together in every single job from a small patio all the way to like a 10-story building in Wynwood, Miami. So that's
Wow.
us.
Wow. What a niche, man. I bet you guys are swamped with all the construction and all the new building going on in South Florida right now. I bet you guys are just busy.
I mean, like right now, Miami's hot, like
Yeah.
crazy hot. It's never been like this before. I mean, we've been around for a long time as an employee, doing this, doing that, but it's always been in the same circle, in the same industry. I've never seen like Miami as hot as right now. It's construction everywhere. If you go to like a east of the city, which is like the city of Miami portion, is like growing every day. It's not what the city used to be. It's like now like a New York style city, like all concrete, all massing, city growing every day, cranes, construction. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we cannot forget about the little people, the homeowners doing like, uh, like the um, change their impact windows because they need to be protected to hurricanes. We need to remember about the guy who wants to do like a nice terrace in the patio. We need to remember about the guy who's been with the same fence for 20 years. Now they want to change it. And just for a little fence, they have to be stuck with a permit for 3 months. So we're kind of like integrating like the big construction and just still helping people.
I love that. I love that. So tell me a little bit about from the time you saw that there was a need for this service to the time that you actually built the Kronos Group 305. Tell me about that process. How long did that take? Was it kind of like a, hey, I'm going to start this, because I need it, or because you just saw that many people were going through this painful process? Tell me about the actual discovery of this.
So the process was kind of like in a very natural way because I was working for a big development firm like in Aventura. So there was like north of the city. It was like a very, very big firm, powerful money, attorneys, and still like that, we spent 2 years getting a permit for a five-story building. And I say, no, this is not normal. One day I saw this small clip from Jeff Bezos saying, hey, if we implement the process like we can get a permit in 10 minutes instead of 3 months, what happens? And everything came to me like this. And I say, hey, I talked to my wife, she's an architect too. And I was like, hey, why don't we get into the middle of this? Because we know friends, like we've been helping out of our heart because we know the process. We know like companies because we have clients and in, for example, like Univista, which is a big insurance company, like now they're doing development and we help them with the processes. And I say, okay, just like let's try this as a business. We have small kids. We wanted some like kind of like flexibility. So we put together like the at least the my wife, me, my sister-in-law, just like a great permit runner. She knows the processes, like she knows everything, and her husband, who's a great inspector. He knows like a rehabilitation inspecting. And I say like, hey guys, let's do some stuff together. And there's like a serious thing happening in Miami, and
Hmm.
I'm not saying we're gonna fix it, but at least we'll try.
That's where all great companies are born. That's awesome. That's awesome. So what's that process look like from your customer's perspective? Let's say they're like, hey, we're a big construction company. We face this problem all the time. What's the process look like from the time they contact you to the time that they get all the approvals and all that jazz?
That's that's a great question. So this comes in different colors.
Right.
That I'm gonna talk about something that happened just today. So I got a call from an old client who I know for the longest time, and he say, "Hey, I have a friend who I want to refer you because he's in the middle of a contract, and the contractor left. He left the building halfway done. The permits were done, but not properly done. So he needs an owner rep. So now we had like a small interview. We got to know each other, to know what's their actual needs. And it seems to be like they have two projects in two different phases. The first one is the one that the contractor left, and we are helping them. And now we're putting a proposal together to say, hey, we got your back. The we got your back is not just with the city, it's with the contractor. So we'll review all the payment applications, we will review all the plans and make sure everything is properly done, and we'll help them cross the line with the final product, which is a building. And the other one is a job which they've been struggling with the Little Havana small building, 20 units for about 2 years in permitting. So I say, well, you guys, I need to understand what you need. They say, I need a permit. Okay, but where's the problem? Is the city, is the architect? And he said, look, no, the city's giving us like a lot of different comments, and the architect seems to be like kind of disconnected. So I say, okay, I'm not overlapping the architect, but what I'm doing is getting all those comments and owning the process, and I'm making a report to the architect of where to look and what to respond on that process. Because knowing the city, we're very involved in their process, the thinking behind every comment they do, and we can help them like the architect, hey, maybe you're looking here at the code, but what they're actually doing is this. And you got to understand these guys review 15 jobs a day. So they're not like exactly the most accurate people. So that's where we are with this process. We kind of like help based on the client's need. And that starts with like a small kickoff meeting interview, which they understand what's going on.
I love it. I love it. And just to clarify on who your ideal clients, are they primarily big builders, developers, contractors? Um, I mean, I'm sure you have a wide array
Yeah,
of a customer base.
we, man, if you ask me like personally, I'd rather prefer to work with the grandma with the small fence in the patio than
Of
the big
course.
developers. And it's because it's kind of sweet. You gotta walk them through the process. It's kind of like it's fulfilling. And then
Yeah,
you gotta take care of the big clients because that's the guys who takes care of the workflow constantly, and that keeps you kind of moving forward. But when it comes to the perfect client, I'd rather go to the family who's struggling with something, and I can actually tell them, hey, you're missing this, you're missing A, B, C, D, because you installed a floor in your kitchen, you're saving money for 2 years. Now you put a kitchen and the inspector is making your life miserable. So
right.
I got you. So that small smile at the end of the job, that is priceless.
That makes it all worth it. I love that. So as Miami's growing, I'm sure you're going to have more and more competitors that come into this that try to streamline this process and do what you guys are doing. What is the one thing that would separate you from other people trying to do what you do?
There's competition. There's always competition. There's
Right.
always been there, and I didn't invent this. This existed before. So we try to set a marker, and the differentiator is pretty much like our background in the world of construction, architecture, and permitting make us like a stronger, trying to serve the client in a way like we can kind of like supervise the whole process and not just part of it. So that's why I don't like to call us like we're just a consulting group. We're a we do consulting. We don't do architecture. We don't do construction. We don't do permitting, because we take the client from the hand and we walk them through the whole process. And the thing is like there usually competition is based on permitting, legalization, small construction, big construction, architecture and design. And there's like is all over the place. Then you need to put like 4 or 5 companies together to make just one project work. And under our hat, we can like kind of like work it all together. We have like a very, very unique team with a set of skills, like can like wear different hats and try to be part of the process no matter what phase we are in.
I love that. I love that. Now, what's your vision for the company over these next 5 to 10 years? Where do you see you guys headed to?
So that's a beautiful point. We have different visions inside the same company. So uh, I would like to take the company to a next level and become like a mid-sized company. I don't want to grow beyond that. My wife is more of the sense of let's do this and stay small. And when we say small, it's kind of like a family-driven thing,
Mhm.
not bringing a lot of employees and losing control over the process. And the sense of I don't want to go beyond that mid-sized company is because I want to keep talking to the clients. I want to keeping that warm sense of like, hey, you're welcome here. I'll be the one who's gonna take care of you. If you want a meeting, if you want a call, I'll be here for you. Don't worry. I don't want to be swamped with 50 people, 60 people, and all of a sudden it's a project manager taking care of like the people like I care about.
That's very true. A guy once told me, he said, "Don't just grow a company because you can. Build the business you love, and you'll always love what you do." So, good
Exactly.
point. Good point. So with that being said, what is one piece of advice you would want to leave with the entrepreneurs that are wanting to build their business that you've learned in your walk growing this company?
Yeah, it is possible. I mean, like I know a lot of talented people who are stopped and they don't want to jump the fence driven by fears. Is overwhelming, it's difficult, you won't sleep in nights, but the feeling of having something like a baby, like you grow by yourself, is unique. There's nothing compared to that. It might seem difficult. I won't lie you, it is difficult, but the the counterpart of that struggle is the satisfaction of make something yours, and that's everything. So
I love that.
don't wait, just move forward. There is business outside, there's people outside. All you need to do is like make your word worth. Everything everything you say is has to add a value. Back your words, put your money where your mouth is. That's all.
Spoken like a true entrepreneur. I love that. I love that. Very well said. Thank you. So for those of you that are listening right now, how can those that would like to hire your service get a hold of you and reach out to your company?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So we try to keep it personal. So anyone who wanted to reach out to me or my wife, we can like just you can make us a call 305-216-4274, 305-216-4274, or you can reach out to us through the Instagram, which is like Khronos Group, and here we are. We're just like a one click away.
Perfect. And for those of you listening, I will include their website link and socials at the bottom of the article on our website. So if you do want to reach out to them, feel free to reach out. Robert would love to take care of you. Robert, would you like to leave the listeners with anything else today?
No, and Brian, I'm really thankful for your time today. Like, try to express people. Like, I know there is a huge problem outside, and not much people. I mean, there's a lot of people doing it, but not much people care about it. So, we care. We do our job with love. We stay small and close to you, and that's it. That's it.
Wonderful, man.
Whatever you like,
Thank
the
you.
people of Miami were here.
Wonderful. Thank you, and well said. And thanks for being here today.